And just like that, things are now starting to make sense to you, or they're going to. They are going to. Someone may have Virgo in their chart, but I feel like you have been disconnected from someone for a while. And I feel like this is needed so then you can discover things within self and this dynamic that you have been given to. I'm hearing some of you feel used by this person, or just overall what you discover is that things have not been reciprocated, whether you feel breadcrumbed or overall you came into this connection. I want to give to you, I see the worth out of this relationship, so this is why I am giving with my time, my energy, my resources, patience. You know, not a lot of people in this world have time, patience for others. That's the truth. And I feel like I am talking to someone who takes notice of this person, things that they like, things that they dislike. And I feel like the more that you're on your own, you're coming to discover, do they do the same things that I do for them? You know, there's something to do with this person taking all your kindness, your generosity, like I said, resources, whatever the case may be. Damn right, it's not fair. Why are they not giving that same energy back to you? Because they got complacent. Is this someone who has been saying that in time things will balance out? Because I've been drawn to that scale there. But I feel like you may feel a sense of defeat and spirit saying, don't. Why do I feel like some of you feel like you've been played, or where you have come into this situation being real and genuine, this person hasn't been in that same energy, you know? So you could be feeling a bit bummed out, but spirit is saying there is a deeper purpose, a deeper meaning of why this has even played out the way it has. You just can't see it yet. What you may be focusing could be on the negatives, you know? Some of you, you're discovering that they were given to someone else. Only take that message if it resonates to you, okay? Tell me more, please. The Empress. Some of you may have children with this person. You don't have to. Or overall, you felt like, why do I feel like I'm constantly parenting you? Why do I feel that I have to tell you how you should treat me? Because when you're with the right person, you don't have to do all that shit. They're just going to know. So that's another thing that you're discovering. The fact that you just know what to give, what to say, how to treat this person. And this is someone who is choosing not to see you. What do you like? What makes you feel comfortable? What is going to put a smile on your face? Oh, guys, I don't like this. This is someone who has definitely not been appreciating you and giving you the love that you are deserving of. But you are coming to see that you don't need their gifts. I mean, obviously, right, you can gift yourself, but it's nice that someone will gift you, or like I said, give you a compliment here and there. But you are now seeing that you are more than enough, and it's like, I'm not accepting some little offer. What is this in comparison to what I am giving to you? And you don't give to receive, right? But there needs to be reciprocation. There can't just be one giving and another one just leeching off the other person's energy. I feel like you've given this person some form of harsh truths. That's for some of you. Others of you not so, where you've just gone inwards and you're detaching. Okay, this person is behind you. Not literally, but as you are detaching and you're in your own energy, right? This person is gradually quite cautious to come towards you. This person knows, of course they know, it's just the fact of where they got comfortable in you giving to them. It's like, well, what do I need to do? What do you mean, what do you need to do? One, you need to put your money where your mouth is. That's for someone in this reading. Or just overall step up, rise up. Be consistent, be reliable. Be in an energy of where you can fully grow with the collective. But I feel like by then, there is a collective in this reading who is so hacked off and pissed off and numb to the situation. It's like, what took you so long, mate? What took you so long? Well, I'll tell you what took them so long. The moment that you snatched back your energy, your time, your resources, they're feeling it, all right? They're missing your energy. So I feel like you paying attention to the signs and synchronicities, it's now giving this person the space to realize of how much they've been a piss taker for some of you, or overall now doing what they need to do but chose not to, because I got to be real, guys, your free will was also blocking this. you know, where you kept nurturing, but then don't come for me, guys, but this person may have been seeing it and you was giving them mixed signals in the sense of, okay, these are my standards, and they may have felt like, you know, you was always giving them a good telling off, but in the next breath you were still nurturing, you know. So I feel like now you are sticking to your words. That's for some of you. Maybe you are someone who had to, you know, go within and learn to stick to boundaries, you know, because I feel like someone in this reading feels a sense of satisfaction of giving to others. You know, it makes you feel good that you see other people feeling good and content. But then when it comes to a point where you're pouring from the empty cup, your growth is now getting blocked, and you're feeling conflicted. Should I still give to this situation even though I feel like I am not getting nothing back? That's when you really need to check yourself, and this is where you are now being real with oneself. Okay, I said what I said and I'm sticking to what I said. I feel like this is someone who has a tendency to give so much big energy in the beginning and then they fall off track. No more empty promises. I don't do crumbs. I'm coming in big energy and I'm very comfortable remaining in this energy. So if you want to be in my space, it is going to require, like I said, for you to rise up, to grow, to mature and mean what you say. Or overall, when you guys start these new beginnings, they remain consistent, but then they get comfortable because some way or another the roles start to reverse, where you end up giving more to the situation. It's like, hold on, how did I even end up in this situation? So that's for some of you, you know, in the beginning it seems fair because it is, but this is where the breadcrumbing comes in, you know. They're not just like making drastic changes. No. And this is possibly why you've been given to this situation for a very long time. This is someone who's been wanting to win at all costs, by the way. 9 of Wands. This is an individual who feels like they've been through it with you. They are going to be coming your way, but I don't feel like you'll trust it. I don't feel like you'll trust it. This is an individual who is willing to fight to get their way with you, but what they need to realize, or they're going to come to anyway eventually, that the way that they used to connect with you, time is up now, buddy. Okay, time is up. So Spirit is saying, yes, remain in your energy, continue to nurture yourself, continue to grow, continue to, whether it's the fact that you need to keep telling yourself over and over again. That's for some of you. It could be like reparenting your mind, because like I said, you guys have had a long dynamic in place with this person. Whether it's a case of where you have to keep reminding yourself why you are in the position that you are in, or overall if you are someone who struggles with boundaries, remain telling yourself the boundaries need to remain in place, okay? And I feel like that's definitely something that you're going to have to remind yourself when this person comes towards you. All right, honey, so we got Virgo here, Taurus, Libra, heavy Libra in this reading, and Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarius. All right, honeys, all the best. Bye-bye.